What's up, everybody? It's Chris Mike Reed welcoming you to Picks on the Bluff's coverage of NFL Week 6. Now, last week for me really sucked. First off, I'm going to start with the standings. We have Sam Sprout in first with 70 correct so far. Second is Matt Miller, 69 correct. Third, John Todd, 65. We have a shakeup in the standings in the bottom three. Fourth is Bobby Sprout with 58. I'm fifth in everything, both NCAA and NFL, with 57. And last but not least is Annette Todd with 56 correct. Now, last week I went 6-9. Yes, that's correct. 6-9. I had more losses than I had right. Let's go over what I got wrong. The Bengals-Lions game, I really thought the Lions were going to get it done. I mean, Lions usually win at home. Matthew Stafford, I mean, he did everything right. It's just the Lions defense didn't hold. I mean, Andy Dalton just threw all over them. It was a bad game for the Lions. The Dolphins-Bills game. I mean, I guess the Dolphins have gone back to their crappy ways, losing every game because the Bills are, they're injury prone. So, I mean, C.J. Spiller's not even playing. They don't have a great running back right now. But the Bills found a way to get it done at Miami. The Jets beat the Patriots on a bad call in overtime. I mean, you can't push a player on the defensive line. That's a rule now. It's going to be flag football before you know it. And that's when the NFL is going to decline, and probably they'll just stop. Nobody's going to go to the games if it gets down to flag football. I'm telling you now. The Deadskins pulled the upset over the Bears, but I mean, you gotta say the Bears had their second string quarterback in. Cutler got out with a crotch injury. He'll be out for 4 to 6 weeks. But you just be glad, Deadskins. You got in a shootout with the second string quarterback. That shows you how bad the Deadskins are sucking up right now. Let's see. Panthers beat the Rams. I should have saw that one coming. Bradford's out now for the season, so the Rams don't have a quarterback right now. So it's going to be some easy picks for the Rams games for the rest of the season. What's next? My upset didn't go through. Really thought the Browns were going to go into Lambeau and beat the Packers, but Aaron Rodgers showed the Browns what for, and now the Browns are really trying to tank their season, but more on that when we get to the Browns game. Steelers beating the Ravens. Watch out for them Steelers. Now, they come out to really be what the Steelers were a couple of years ago. Well, 2-3 years ago. They've come out now. They're not who they were in the first 4 weeks of the season. I don't know. Broncos lost. I mean, it was a good game. Peyton Manning set out practice yesterday, so we don't know what's going on with him. I just saw that on the ESPN before I came out to shoot this, so you can't really. He had ankle problems in the game or something, they said. I don't know. But Broncos losing that, I don't know. And then the game that was the crappiest game, I clicked it off after the first quarter. I picked the Vikings to beat the Giants, but the Giants pulled the win out barely. But that game sucked. Let's go ahead and get to this week's games. Week 6, the bye. But people who are on bye: the Chicago Bears, Tennessee Titans, Indianapolis Colts, San Diego Chargers, Baltimore Ravens, and the Houston Texans. So we have 6 teams off. So that's 3 less games. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games to go over. Starting off our tonight's game, we have the Panthers and the Buccaneers going up against the Game 2 of the World Series. If you want to hear something bad about the World Series, go watch the Arch Fiends NFL football. NFL football. His NFL video for this week and what happened in week 1 of the NFL season in Baltimore. But I'm gonna go with the Panthers here. The Buccaneers. Doug Martin's out. Last week was just injury prone for every team almost. But Doug Martin, their running back, is out, and he was the we got most of their points from him, so I don't think the Buccaneers are not going to win this one. Panthers, they got Cam Newton. He performed very well last week, getting the win. So Panthers get this win. I labeled that wrong. I just saw that. I put NFL Week 6, and it's not Week 6. It's, if I'm correct, Week 8. So I gotta change that. Alright, Sunday's games. We got the Cowboys and the Lions. I don't think the Lions are gonna win 2 straight. They're gonna lose 2 straight at home. So if Reggie Bush, Calvin Johnson, Matthew Stafford get their stuff together, Calvin Johnson had it together last week. If you saw that spectacular catch he had in the end zone while he was surrounded by 3 guys, they'll win this game. I mean, the Cowboys are not that great of a team. They got it done against another not-so-great team, the Eagles, last week. But the Lions are going to get the win. Browns coming into Arrowhead. They're starting Jason Campbell over their other starting quarterback. I don't know his name right now. It's off the top of my head, but I'm saying too much. I said it again. But the Chiefs, their defense, we're going 8-0 right now. We're gonna go 8-0 this season. This is not gonna be it's probably gonna be an easy game to win. Where if we don't play like we did last week, where we only won by a point, the Chiefs will get it done very, very easily. Don't underestimate the Browns. They might make it a challenge, but I'm just saying the Chiefs will win. Dolphins going into New England to pay they're going to pay them. Here you go. Here's some money. They're going to play the Patriots. Tom Brady he'll get over whatever he had last week, and they'll beat the Dolphins. I'm going kind of quick. We're already at 8 minutes, and I got to get this edited and up before I have to go to the doctor today. Bills going into New Orleans to play the Saints. 5-1 or 6-1. Drew Brees is not going to lose to the Bills. It's funny if you think the Bills are going to beat the Saints, but the Saints will win in New Orleans. Giants and Eagles, another NFC divisional matchup. I'm going to say the Giants got lucky, but Josh Freeman didn't play well with the Vikings, and he's not going to play this week. We don't know what's going on with the Vikings, but let's focus on this game right now. We'll get to the Vikings. The Giants they're not going to beat the Eagles, I hope. If the Eagles defense play like it did in the first half against the Cowboys last week, they'll beat the Giants. If they get LaShawn McCoy working, the Eagles are going to win. Alright, now our weekly game in London. Why are we even going to London to play American football? 49ers and the Jaguars. I'll give you 10 seconds to think about who I'm going to pick. Man, just screw it. The 49ers are winning. The Jaguars cannot contain that powerful offense. The 49ers will march down the field 20 times and score 20 times against the Jaguars. Even more than that, I bet. So that was an easy pick. Again, Jaguars are probably going to be the last remaining unbeaten team at the end of the season and get the first round pick. The first round pick, unless they trade it for somebody good already. Alright, we got the Jets at the Bengals. I'm thinking the Jets got lucky last week. Or, you know, they got the game given to them like they did in week 1 when something... If the Jets get in overtime, I think Rex Ryan hands the referees a few dollar bills out of his pocket, because both overtime wins came on mistaken calls, whatever you want to call it. Pushing a defensive lineman, and then in week 1 or 2, Geno Smith wasn't out of bounds when the guy hit him, but they called it a roughing the passer, which was bull crap calls in overtime for the Jets. Bengals are winning this one. Steelers at the Raiders. Big Ben is coming back from his downtime, wondering what he was doing, what was he smoking. But I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I think Terrell Pryor will get this one done for me. If you want to call this my upset of the week, maybe, but it just depends on it depends on a whole lot of factors, you know. The Deadskins at the Broncos. If you really think that the Deadskins are going to beat the Broncos, you're out of your mind. Broncos are going to score 50 like they did against the Eagles and the Cowboys. Next up, the Falcons and the Cardinals. Falcons being without their star receiver, I don't think they're going to beat the Cardinals. The Cardinals are just playing well. Like Larry Fitzgerald, I don't even know who their quarterback is right now, but they're playing, you know, they're playing good enough football to win. So Cardinals get this one done. And then we get to our Sunday night matchup. We got Aaron Rodgers up against whatever that guy's name is for the Vikings. Now this is your coin up for, you know, Madden 25. If you play Madden 25, they give you either Adrian Peterson for the Vikings. I'm being out in the cold too much. My nose is running. Or they give you Jordy Nelson, a wide receiver card. Now usually a smart person would pick the running back, but I can't pick the running back card because they don't have a line for him. He has no blocking. He had a season low, 20-something yards last Monday night. So I can't pick the Vikings in this one. If the Vikings are going to throw 50 plus times, the Packers are going to score multitudes of times. So Packers get this win. And finally, our Monday night matchup, we got the Seahawks and the Rams. Seeing as Sam Bradford is out for the season, you got to go with the Seahawks. They're playing for their spot in the playoffs. So that's it. Like our Facebook in the comments below. Check out our NCAA video for this week. And that's it. I'll see y'all next week.